Yesterday we started CSS and we discussed a lot of loading procedures CSS, and we done with different kind of selection ways part of CSS. Okay, let me go with the continuation for the CSS now. Okay, so I just want to check with the notes. What are the topics we done so far? Yeah. So if you provide internal CSS, external CSS, and inline CSS, what is the first preference? The first preference is inline CSS. Okay. After inline CSS, internal, external will be there, but line by line execution. If external is last, external will go to the browser. If internal is last, internal will go to the browser. Okay, so that is the one thing you need to understand. And finally, we have to enter into the CSS properties like color and background color and background color. So what this color and what this background color is? So color is basically text color, and background color is something like a BG color for an element. BG color for an element. Color is basically text color. Background color is BG color for an element. And this color and background color, this color and background color will be available in multiple ways. What are the different ways this color and background color is available? So one is names, and one is RGB function. One is the names, one is the RGB function, one is the hex value or hash value. Hex value or hash value. And one more is HSL value. And one more is RGBA function. And one more is RGBA. And one more is HSLA. Okay, so come to the names here. And these two properties basically from CSS 3. This is available in CSS 3, advanced version of CSS. Later we will discuss about all these things. Once I start with the CSS 3, I will discuss about all these ways of color providing and all. But now, in this class, in this session, we will discuss about the names, RGB function, and hex value over there. And the names, there are multiple names. You will be having the red, you will be having the green, you will be having the blue, and you will be having the orange. And the default colors, whatever you have, you can provide yellow, you can provide pink, you can provide maroon. And like this, you will be having multiple web names for the colors and background colors. You can provide the name. Okay, it will work out. Or you can provide the RGB values. RGB values is a combination of red, green, blue. RGB is something like red, green, blue combination. So, but every value, even red value or green value or R value, is between 0 to 255. 0 to 255 in range. Okay, so the minimum value is 0 and max value is max value is 255. For example, if I provide a RGB, RGB of 0, 0, 0, every value is 0, completely it will go to the black color. If I provide a RGB of 255, 255, 255, and this will be the pure white, it will go for pure white. If I say RGB of 0, 0, 255, it will go to what value? Full value for the third one. Full value for the third one means it is the full blue. It is a full blue value. It is a full blue value. And when I say RGB of 255, 0, 0, it will go for the full red. See, 255 is available and the remaining values are 0, 0. So there is no range for the two other values. Then automatically it is in the full red color. And when I say RGB of 0, 255, 0, then it will be the full green. Yes, exactly. Okay, so you may understand what is this color. You may understand what is this color. So 255, 255, 0. It is a combination of red and green. So combination of red and green, some other color will come. So you can check in the browser what is the color will be available for that. So what is the RGB of what is the RGB of 255 and 255 comma 0. So you can search in the browser RGB of RGB of 255 comma 55 comma 0. What is the color it will get with? Some different color it will get with. So full yellow color is coming. Why? Because of mixing of red and green. Mixing of red and green is something like yellow. Okay, for example, if I mix with red 0 and 255 comma 255, when I mix these two values, what is the color it will come? Such again yellow, no? Okay, 0 comma 255 comma 255, some color will come. RGB of 0 comma 255 comma 255. What is the color code for this? Something like light yellow color. So it is giving something like light yellow color. So you may give the values like this for the RGB names, RGB function. Okay, but red comma green comma blue we have to give, and these particular values are in the range of 0 to 255, and 0 is the minimum value, 255 is the maximum number or range in the value. And if you are providing 0 0 0, it is a pure black. If you are providing 255 255 255, it is a pure white. And if you are giving 255 highlighted, that will be the blue. And if you are highlighting the 255 in the first thing, that is the red. If you are highlighting the 255 in the middle, that will be the green. So something like that. So in real time, whatever the RGB combination you want, you can use it. And coming to the hex value start with the hash. Hex value start with the hash, and it is a combination of characters and numbers. Characters and numbers with 6 digit or 3 digit 6 digit or 3 digit. Okay, for example, hash FFF. This is a full white color. This is a full white color. For example, hash 0000FF. This is the full blue color. For example, hash FF0000. This is the full red color. If I go with hash 0000FF00, it is the full green color. So the combination of values should be like this. It is a combination of characters and numbers, but start with the hash symbol. Okay, so you can search for the colors in Google. Suppose, for example, web colors. You can search for web colors, and color picker. You can go with the color picker. Color picker. Color picker. When you go for the color picker here, some hex value is available, for RGB value is available. For example, if you pick a separate color, if you pick a different color now, if you pick a different color, based on this color, some hash value is coming. Based on that color, some RGB value is coming here. Can you see? If you want, you can do copy here. If you want to apply for your font this color, you can take the hex value like this, and you can take the RGB value like this. Combination. Hex value is combination, and RGB also combination. Am I clear? Okay, let me go with one simple program to provide with these things. And HSL RGBA means alpha value, RGBA with alpha value, and this is also HSL with alpha value. HSL means hue, saturation, lightness, and in the point of CSS3 we will discuss all these things. And come to the program. Let me take a new program and save it as colors and RGB colors. Sorry, colors and BG colors. Colors, BG colors. dot HTML. So I told you color is for font color, color for font, and BG for background. I taken a paragraph, and I take one more paragraph also. How many paragraphs I took now? 2 paragraphs I am taking. So for 2 paragraphs, I will provide a color with the red. Color with the red. I'm just providing the name. Okay, background color is something like a black. Background color is black and color is something like white. Font style, all these things, you know. Okay, I'm not discussing about the font style right now. I'm working with the colors and background colors right now. If I provide color and background color, so what is the output of the program? You can see the output of the program for this paragraph, color and background. Color for text color, background color for BG color. So right now I am giving names here. Can I go with the RGBs? Okay, color with RGB, same thing. RGB of, I want to go with the white. White means comma 255 comma 255, and background color, I want to go with the RGB of function RGB. Inside the RGB, I want to go with the black. Black means 0 comma 0 comma. When I switch off these two things, now it's not good. Okay, when I execute this program, now colors and background colors are working from RGB function. Now colors and background colors, we will go with hex values, and I want to switch off these two also. If I'm not giving this also, what is the output of this program? And as usually, normally black and white movie. And let me go with things. Now color with hex value hash. I want to go with the white, right? FF 6 Fs and give a semicolon. Now background color is again hex 00000. It's a pure black. Okay, when I say hex value like this, it is a different colors and different background colors, white and black. Okay, so if I change the things, for example, if I want to do the change, okay, FF 0000. Now what is the color? Obviously red color. Obviously red color. Okay, if I change the background color, some F, somewhere F, some green or light blue is mixing up. Some blue color background is mixing up. So if I change the values, the combination is different now. When you are moving the combination in the different mode, automatically the colors combinations are coming. Different color combinations are coming. So this is about the colors and background over there. And later we will discuss about the HSL value and RGBA, HSLA also. Now let's go to the font properties. Font properties. What are the different kind of font properties which are going to be available in CSS? The one is a font family, font weight, font style, and font size. These are the 4 important properties which are going to be available for the fonts. So font family, there are multiple web names you can provide. And in CSS3, we will discuss about the custom fonts also. Custom fonts you can download from Google. So those custom fonts also we can give in the CSS3. But in the part of CSS2, we will learn different kind of web names. Okay, there are a lot of custom names. We have something like a Tahoma, Arial, and Times, and Verdana, something like this. There are multiple names we have. Those particular names we will use here. And font weight is something like a normal or bold. Normal is there and bold is there. And one more thing is you can give the font weight with numbers also. Okay, so something like a 100, 200, 1000 also you can give. And there is a concept called initial, and there is a concept called inherit. Okay, so I want to give you the brief discussion about the inherit and initial now. Inherit is basically style weight is going to be defining from super element. So value inheriting from super element. Super element is something like a parent element. Whatever the parent element style is there, that parent element style I want to apply for the child element, then you have to put the inherit. When I say inherit, automatically the parent style is applicable for the child element. So when I go with the initial is something like a browser default style. Browser default style is going to be applicable here. Browser default style, browser settings, in your browser settings, some font weight is available. So that particular font weight is going to be applicable when I say initial. When I say inherit, it is actually inheriting from the parent level element. Parent level, for example, in parent level, bold is available. That automatically bold is available for the child element also. So that is a way of the font weight. Now come to the font style. There are multiple font. Normal is there, italic is there, and as usual initial and inherit. Initial inherit will come number of times. So for every property, initial inherit is available, but initial means browser default, inherit means value or taking from, style will take from the super element, that you have to remember. And font size, size you can give the numbers, or you can give the small, you can give the smaller, you can give the large, you can give the larger. Some names are there. And X small, and XX small, double X, and X large, XX large, double XL. Double XL nothing but XX large. So you know shirts and pants in the XL or double XL mode, and the same thing. Font size also available. So we will discuss all the font properties now in the program. Font underscore properties dot HTML. Take a paragraph again. See, I am actually giving the fonts, colors, all these things with the paragraphs itself. Later, this is going to be applicable for every element, not only paragraph, but we are working on text. We are working on the boxes. That is our reason I am taking example as paragraph. But the same thing will be applicable for the forms and tables, whatever the elements we have in the HTML. But for example, I am taking the paragraph. You have to practice with the hyperlinks, you have to practice with the tables, you have to practice with the forms and all. Come to P. Now, color of the P should be white. Background color of the paragraph should be in the, can I go with the black? Not blue. Whatever you want. Now, we are working with the font family. First, I will go with the font. So you will be having multiple values over there. Let me go with the different font family. I'll go with the Luida now. Some web font is coming. Font family I applied, and font size. You can see a different kind of values. Something like a large is there, larger is there, medium is there, small is there, smaller is there, X large is there, X small is there, XX large. Whatever you want, you can take it up. Huh? It's just giving larger. And font style. Font style, I'm giving italic or normal or all oblique. Oblique is not working basically. Oblique, same like italic only. I'm giving something like italic. And font weight, I just want to give the bold kind of paragraph I want to see. That is the reason I'm giving bold, bolder is there. Both are same. Now you can run this program and you can see the browser. Browser is basically available. There are two paragraphs, which is having some colors, which is having some backgrounds, and which is having some font weight, and which is having some font size, and which is having some font style also. So what is the style of the font now? Italic. Can I improve the size here? So I want to update the size larger. I want to give the font size something like 300. When I say 300, browser is, for example, browser is 100. 3 times to the browser font. 3 times to the browser font. It is very, very large. If I say 100, let's say 100, that is also a very bigger one. So don't give the numbers like this. You can just font size is something like 20 pixel. If I say pixel, pixels also works. If I say 20 pixel font size. If I say 10 pixel, if I say 10 pixel font size. Am I clear? Okay, in that way you can work with the fonts and all. Now come to the some other properties like text properties. So right now we are working on fonts. Fonts have some properties. Now we are working with the text properties. There are multiple text properties are there. Text align. So align left, align right, align center, align justify. Okay, initial, inherit as usual. Text transform. Transform. Text transform to uppercase, or you can transform to lowercase, or you can transform to capitalize and initial, inherit as usual. You know about the uppercase, you know about the lowercase, you know about the capitalize. What is the meaning of capitalize? It means already uppercase is there. First letter capital in each and every word. First letter is capital each and every word. That is basically called capitalization. So that is clear. And text decoration. Text decoration. So I want to give some decoration for the text. There are multiple decorations. So yeah, underline is there, overline is there, and line through is there. Line through. And initial, yeah, inherit as usual. So these properties are as usual. So but most important thing is underline, overline, line through. Underline means under the text you will be having one line. Overline means on top of the text one line will come, that is overline. Line through means through the text. Through the text one line is coming, that is actually line through. Okay, so let me go. And one more is word spacing. Word to word, some space you can able to allocate. One more is line height. Line to line, some height you can able to mention. Word to word, some space is giving, that is word space. Line to line, some height is giving, that is something like a line height. And one more is indent, text indent property. Text indent, it means when you take some paragraph, the paragraph first line starts from some space, some indentation. First line will start from some space. That space is called indentation. So some indentation we can able to mention through the CSS. I want more indentation for the first line. I want a 50% indentation for the first line. I want a 25% indentation for the first line. 25% of the browser. That may be my point. Or I want to go with the 30 pixel, or I want to go with the 40 pixel. So you can specify the measurement for that. You can specify measurement. One is word spacing, one is the line height, one is the indentation. Word spacing, word to word space. Line height, line to line space. Next, indentation. Space for first line in para. Am I clear? So one is a text align, one is a text transform, one is a text decoration, one is a word space, one is a line height, one is a text indent. Any other properties? Yeah, this enough. Text decoration is there, text transform is there. Let me go. Text properties dot text. Text means again I am taking paragraph. Text means I am taking again paragraph. T. For this paragraph, I want to give the align. Can I go with the center? If I say center, can I take same color and background color? Color blue. Background color, I take. Can I go with almond color? Where is almond color? We don't have any almond color. That is the blue now. Which is better for the blue? Diamond. Blue is a thick color, right? For thick color, we can give the light background. That is better. Now alignment is center. When I say alignment is center, when I say alignment center, some background is there, some background color got applied, and some text color is there, but aligned center. Okay, if I'm not saying alignment, default alignment is there. What is the default alignment for the text? Yes, default the text alignment is left. If you're not saying left, automatically left alignment is taken. Okay, so if I have large text, for example, okay, Lorem. There is a count value. I don't know. Can I have the large text here? The first paragraph I take in large text. Even for the second paragraph also I want to take large text. When I take a larger text, then you can able to understand. Now this is a large text. Can you see and observe? Here, some space got allocated, some space got omitted. So why this particular space is omitting here? Why this particular space is omitting? By default, that alignment is in the left. But I don't want to adjust. I don't want to give the spaces here. I don't want to take the spaces here. Why? Because of the next word is bigger word. Next word cannot able to adjust in this particular line. Then automatically this word is going into the next line. If the word is not able to sit in the same row, then automatically that word taking in the next line. So to remove this problem, I want to adjust proper text in the proper format. For example, in your newspaper justify mode is applicable. Even the resume preparation also, people will follow some text for the justify mode. So now let me go with the text alignment. Now we'll go for the alignment text align. Can I go with the justify mode? Instead of center, instead of left and all, I will go with the justify mode. When I say justify, now you can see you can find any space or you can find any spaces in the paragraphs. Now the text got justified, so text properly arranged in that particular lines, in that particular rows. So we don't have any spaces and we don't have any empty spaces over there in the particular paragraph. These are justified. Right. Chalo. We'll go for the one more property. We'll go for can I go for text decoration? Text decoration. So you will be having underline. Can I go with the line through? When I say line through, what it is going to be happening with? On top of the text, one straight line will come. When I say line, underline. When I say underline, so underline will come for each and every text. Underline will come for each and every text. When I say overline, so automatically on top of the text one line is coming, that is overline. Okay. When I say none is available. No? By default, none is there. By default, there is no decoration. Next, text transform. Transform to capitalize. When I say capitalize, what is going to happen? For each and every letter, for each and every word, first letter is capital letter. For each and every word, first letter is capital letter. That is basically a property called capitals. Getting my point? Now, text indent property. What is the indent property? Some space I want to adjust for the first line of the paragraph. First line of the paragraph, some space I want to omit. So you can see lorem got started with some space. That how much space I'm specifying in the code, that particular space is 60 pixel I given, 60 pixel got taken. Now, word spacing, word to word, some space I want to go. Word space, I want to give some 30 pixel word space, and line height also I'm providing. Line height also I'm providing. So line height, I'm giving 30 pixel again. Line height, word space, based on the requirement you have to use. So, but practice, that's student, and in practice you have to check it out. But in the real time, if they ask, then only you have to provide line height and word spacing and all. Otherwise, you can just remove all these things. Okay, these two properties I don't use. Okay, can I stop these two properties now? It's not feel good to see the content in the browser. That is the why reason I'm just removing the line space, and just indentation is working, and alignment is justify mode. Everything is good, and your paragraph is actually fitting in the box, but I want to give some space for the box. Space for the box. When you want to give some space for the box, that is the coming class, next classes. We will be having some kind of concept called padding. Padding is basically inner space. Padding is a kind of inner space. Then you can have the paragraph, some inner space got omitted. All sides some space is given. So where you find the space, for the paragraph, you can find the space here. My God, where is this? You can actually find some space here, and you can find some space here. You can find some space here, and you can find why. No, you don't want this. Getting my point? So that is basically. So today what we are discussing like colors and background colors, and we are discussing some font properties, and we are discussing some text properties. In the coming classes, we are discussing about selectors. There are multiple selectors we will be having. And after that, we will discuss about the box model. After that, we will discuss about the CSS positions. There are multiple kind of positions we will be having. Some kind of static position, absolute position, relative position. How your elements are arranging in static way. How your elements are arranging in absolute manner. How your elements are arranging in relative manner. See, all these things we have to find out with the positions in CSS. And after that, we will discuss about some advanced topics we have to move after the JavaScript itself. Okay, so till this positions, CSS will finish. And for all these things, we'll take 2 or 3 more classes, selectors and box. So it will, if we sit 2 hours, this all selectors, box model, CSS positions will be finished. Okay, then we will continue with the JavaScript flow. And after the JavaScript, I want to move to the Flexbox and advanced CSS like CSS3. And we will discuss about the Bootstrap kind of advanced frameworks. And in the part of the React.js, I will go through the Tailwind CSS. Tailwind CSS basically for React.js. So that is basically for the part of the front end. Once we finish the React, then only front end is getting finished. Then we will start the backend part, Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB. throughout a single application, full-fledged application also we can able to finish using it the full stack kind of.